have one more thing left in the house. I've been wanting to see it because I know from morning I've been waiting for it. This is a skit done by SSVM. Students, put your hands together for the Panchatantra skit by SSVM.
The initial phase of the Panchatantra's triumphal progress over the globe is itself a story. The Panchatantra has not only been enormously popular as an entertaining work of fiction, it also has great influence on world literature as no other work of Indian literature has had. Another interesting feature of this very ancient work is the presence of a dual perspective, entertainment and edification. With mere book learning, men remain fools. The man who ate, using his knowledge, he is wise. In the southern land flourished the city of Mahila Ropia, where the great king Amara Shakti lived and ruled. This king had 3 sons, Vasu Shakti, Agra Shakti and Ananta Shakti, who were lazy, dim-wit and were not ready to learn anything. The king was worried and he wanted to somehow awaken the intelligence of the 3 princes. He then entrusted his sons under the great scholar par excellence, Vishnu Sharma. The king said to Vishnu Sharma, "Do me a favor, sir, and take the 3 princes in hand. Teach them, instruct them, so that they become unsurpassed in their mastery over all matters relating to practical wisdom. And I shall reward you with 100 grants of land." To this request of the king, Vishnu Sharma replied, "My lord, I do not sell my learning. However, your sons will possess unsurpassed knowledge of all branches of practical wisdom in 6 months.
Karataka! Did we hear him say practical wisdom in 6 months? And how is that possible?
Damanaka, haven't you heard of Panchatantra?
Panchatantra?
Yes. Do you believe that this scholar turned those 3 princes around by mere storytelling?
I don't believe this. Are you serious?
Yes. Vishnu Sharma composed 5 books of stories known as Panchatantra: Estrangement of Friends, Winning of Friends, Of Crows and Owls, Loss of Gains, and Rash Deeds.
Are you sure that these stories transformed those dull-headed princes?
Of course, all 3 of them.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Hey, who are you, by the way? You look so different. And what are you doing here?
I am Vori. People call me Wise Vori.
We haven't heard anything of that sort. But why are you here?
My friend Willie and I lost our way in this jungle. We heard you both talking about some stories that transformed 3 dimwits. I was curious to know if I could use these stories to transform my friend Willie, who is lazy and highly doubtful.
I think there is no harm in trying. Let's watch what happens in the first story, Estrangement of Friends.
One who heeds not words of advice from friends who care about his welfare will be destroyed like the turtle who foolishly let go of the stick. Forethought am I. I'm ready with,
And I'm what will be, will be.
Hey! Look! Look! There are 3 fishes!
and they look big and fleshy.
I love the eyes of the 3rd one. My wife will be very happy to get them. She makes delicious fish curry Mmm. And we all can have a party together.
I'll bring my fishing net tomorrow.
Okay.
Hey, this is not a good prospect to contemplate. I'm afraid tomorrow or the day after, these people are sure to come here. I better take ready wit and what will be, and resort to some other large lake where the waters are trouble-free.
Having lived for such a long time in this lake, I hate to abandon it all of a sudden. If the fishermen all gather here, then I shall, somehow or the other, look after myself by the means of a plan which I am sure I can think of at the spur of the moment.
There are so many other broad lakes elsewhere too. Who knows if these fishermen would come here to fish or not? It's not fitting that a person should abandon his native lake on mere hearsay. Remember, what will be, will be. What will be, will be.
When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be.
Therefore, my decision is not to go.
Oh, this big fish seems to be already dead.
Thank God, I am saved.
Oh my god! What will be is caught?
It is easy to find men, O king, who always speaks what is pleasant to hear, but one willing to speak or listen to what is wholesome, though unpleasant. Ah, that man is hard to find. He is no friend whose anger you fear, nor is he a friend on whose words you hang. For fear you know not where you stand. He is a friend whom you can trust, as you can trust your mother. What are others but mere acquaintances?
Now do you see how forethought and ready wit survived, and not what will be, will be.
And so, make friends with the powerful and with the powerless too.
Caught in toils in the woods, the herd of elephants were by tiny mice released.
Oh! And how did that happen?
There was once a land where the people, their houses, as well as the places of worship had all fallen into decay. The mice, who were all settlers in that land, occupied the chinks in the floors of the mansion with sons, grandsons, great-grandchildren. They were all very happy, and so time passed. Look there, what happened one day.
elephant kills by mere touch. A serpent, if only, sniffs. This will not do. We are here for a long time. These elephants cannot come and trample us and crush us to death. Let us go and meet the leader of the elephants and request him to use some other path to go to the lake. Lord, not far from here is our settlement, inherited over a long period of time and coming down in orderly succession of our forefathers. Living there, we have prospered and increased over generation of sons and grandsons. Your Honor, passing through our settlement, on your way to the lake, you have trampled upon and destroyed thousands of our community. Therefore, if you all feel the slightest compassion for us, we beseech you, pray follow some other path to the lake. Sir, please bear in mind that even creatures of our size might be of some help sometime to you all.
It shall be so, never otherwise.
As time passed, one day a king ordered his elephant keepers to go out and trap some elephants. So the king's soldiers went near the lake and trapped the lord elephant and 2 others.
Lord, do you think these tiny mice can help us in our need?
My dear friends, you should never ever underestimate these mice based on their size. For one day, they will help us in our time of need.
Yes, I agree, my lord.
Calf, please go to Mousetown and tell them our predicament.
Our Lord is trapped. Please help.
Thank you, little friends.
You're welcome.
Therefore, I told you, make friends with the weak.
What use is that manliness that fails to succor the distressed? Or that wealth that is not at hand to come to the suppliant's help? What good indeed is the kind of deed done without the good of others in mind? What good is that life that is an enemy to fame?
Therefore, I say you, if creatures going on all fours display such friendship welded through worldly wisdom, what wonder then that men endowed with so fine an intelligence should do likewise?
He who shows no compassion for living things, who grabs instead that which seeks sanctuary, is certain to lose all that he possesses, as did the wild geese that lived in Lotus Lake.
Okay, did they really? And how was that?
In a certain kingdom, there lived a king by the name Bright Chariot, who possessed a lake named Lotus Lake, which his warriors guarded with the greatest care, for it abounded with gold and wild geese that paid the king the tribute of 1 tail feather apiece every 6 months.
Look here, you have no right to come here and live in our midst.
Exactly. We live in this lake by right of giving the king a gift. Yeah, 1 golden tail feather apiece in 6 months.
Your Majesty, we've come to you to settle an argument.
Go on.
Lord, the birds in your lake say that we can't have an inch of their space for us to stay. Huh, they underestimate your power. I asked them, Your Highness, that is it right to be discourteous? I told them that I shall come and complain to you.
And now it is for the Majesty to make his decision.
Let's see what he has to say.
Fellows, go. Kill all those birds in the lake and bring them to me without delay.
Well, my dear kinsfolk, look at what's happened. This is not at all a pleasant prospect. So, let us all be of one mind and fly away together.
Did they all fly away together?
Yes, therefore I say to you, he who shows no compassion for living things will lose everything.
Kill a foe when he is down, before he grows in strength. Once he gains his fullest vigor, he will become invincible.
Aha! He who makes his foe a friend, hates a friend and destroys him, suffers the loss of all his friends. A foe is a loss from the start. Biding his time, the wise man bears even his enemy on his shoulders. That is what the mighty black serpent did, and ended up devouring countless frogs.
Though the secret was well guarded, and he presented a horrid sight, the ass in tiger skin attire was killed as soon as he descanted.
Tell me more about it.
There was once a washerman called Clean Clothes who lived in a certain settlement. He owned a single donkey. For lack of fodder, this donkey grew very feeble.
Ha! What a piece of good luck! I can wrap this tiger skin round my poor old donkey and let him loose in the barley fields at night. Taking him to be a tiger, the farmers will be afraid to drive him off.
The washerman carried out his plan, and his donkey grazed in the fields and ate barley to his heart's content.
Early in the morning, the washerman led the donkey back home. As time went on, he grew so plump that his master found it hard to lead him to the tying post.
Wow! I see a girl there. Let me call her.
Hi.
Wait, do you hear that? It's the
Donkey in disguise.
A donkey in disguise? Yeah, it's a donkey, all right.
And it's eaten all the barley in the field. Now what will we eat?
My God, it's a trick.
What fools we have been for all these days.
And now, do we have to live on wheat forever? No way.
Let's do something before the field gets worse. Let's first chase this donkey away, and then
Think about a destroyed field.
Shoo, shoo, shoo.
Though the secret was well guarded, the reality showed.
This is what happens when you act without thinking.
Parrots and minor birds are caught and caged through the fault of speaking.
While herons and cranes are not. Silence leads to success in everything.
What use of wealth acquired without manly effort and enjoyed in idleness? Even an antelope enjoys its fill of grass that fate drops in its lap.
He who foolishly lets himself be wheedled into parting with his gains is a dolt thoroughly bamboozled, like the crocodile by the ape.
Better common sense than erudition. Good sense is superior to book learning. Absence of sense invites destruction, as with the scholars who made the dead lion living.
And how is that?
In a certain settlement, there were 4 scholars just out of university. 3 of them had mastered all the branches of knowledge, but they lacked one thing: common sense.
One, however, the fourth among them, who had decisively set his face against scholarship, possessed this simple and plain good sense.
What use is scholarship to a man who does not travel to other lands to earn wealth by gratifying kings?
So, whatever we do, it is imperative that we travel abroad.
Yes, yes.
The fourth one among us only has common sense.
Without scholarship, depending on mere good sense, how can anyone gain favor of a king?
So, we shall not share the wealth we earn with him.
Let him therefore part company with us and go home.
No, no, no. This is no way to talk. We have played together since we were small children. Come along, my good friend. You shall share equally with us.
With this understanding, the 4 of them continued their journey.
Look, here is an opportunity for us to demonstrate the value of our learning and put it to practical use.
Let us bring it back to life, using the knowledge we have gained by diligent study.
Oh, I know how to assemble the bones and make the skeleton.
And I can provide it with skin, flesh, and blood as well.
And I can give it the breath of life.
What? Can't you see this is a lion? If you bring it back to life, it's gonna take our lives.
Shame upon you, you wretched fool! What? You think we're making our learning useless and unfruitful, do you?
Well, alright then, go ahead. But just wait one moment while I climb up this tree nearby.
Abracadabra, abracadabra, abracadabra.
As common sense climbed up the tree, the 3rd scholar breathed life into the form, which straightway rose up as a lion and killed all the 3 scholars. When the lion went away, the 4th scholar climbed down and escaped. Better common sense than erudition.
Now I understand. He who has no wit of his own, nor sense to listen to a friend, like Dull the weaver in the tale will meet a miserable end.
So remember, one with 100 longs for 1,000, one with 1,000 yearns for lakhs, and lords of lakhs for rulership. Monarchs aim to gain paradise. The hair ages along with aging years. With aging years, the teeth age and decay. Eyes and ears age with aging years. One thing alone, green, never ages.
Well, 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 how true! In the tapestry of life portrayed by Vishnu Sharma's Panchatantra, estrangement and reconciliation of friends, the art of winning trust, the clash between crows and owls symbolizing wisdom and ignorance, the cost of hasty actions, and the value of prudence in preserving gains, all intricately weave the fabric of practical wisdom.
This Panchatantra holds a mirror up to society. The non-human characters in the Panchatantra merely appear to be creatures of the world of nature, of woods and waters and hills. Expressions such as brave as a lion, mean as a jackal, wise as an owl, vicious as a snake may come to our mind. However, the tales of Panchatantra belie such confident and complacent assumptions that human beings make, as it is all about human perceptions of the non-human world, sometimes correct and frequently wrong, together with certain superficial similarities in behavior. Let's remember, we cannot see ourselves as we really are, truly and completely, except in a mirror as a reflection, flattering or otherwise. We have to stand back to look at ourselves, our conduct and our actions. Vishnu Sharma's composition of the 5 books of stories, Estrangement of Friends, Winning of Friends, of Cows and Owls, Loss of Gains, and Rash Deeds are celebrated for the practical wisdom, an excellent means of awakening and training young minds. It has traveled far and wide in the world. Why expatiate in its excellence? Suffice it to say, whoever always reads this work, whoever listens to it told, he will never face defeat. No, not even from the Lord of Gods himself.